So at this point, I'm only doing one end of it. I could heat up the whole thing, but it takes a whole lot longer. I'm just going to do the one end, and right now I'm still cross peening. This time I'm going to go crosswise on it, meaning making it wider, not longer. And again, just on the one end. Back into the fire. Yeah, they get hot. That's just from the contact with the hot metal. That's a big chunk of steel, so it takes about 4 or 5 minutes to get back up to heat. And then you want it to soak in some, so it's all the way through. It's a little bit longer. But I'm not going to make you sit here and be bored watching that. See you next time. So if you guys remember, we were doing a paring knife out of San Mai. That's it, now that it's actually got a handle on it. You can see the darker, well, maybe you can, maybe you can't. You can see where the hardened steel's on the edge, all the way up to the tip. And that's it. It turned it into a nice little paring knife there. Fits the hand just right and going to work just fine. So this time around we're going to hit it with my rounding hammer that I made from an $8 Harbor Freight hammer. I don't know if it's going to show in detail or not, but you can see it's got quite a bit of ground down edge to make it rounding. What that does is it spreads the material in the way of the round. And it's only 1.5 pounds, or no, it's a 2 pound. So a lot easier to swing and a longer handle lets me get a lot more of the hammer's weight doing the job, not my forearm muscle. It works like this. Flat first, right side of it. About you, but I can see that move right now. It also does a good job of removing the marks from the previous heat. Let me measure real quick. All right. Not a whole lot. Still got quite a bit to go. As you can see, it's still 3/8 inch thick pretty much. And we'll see you next time. I think one of the things I wanted to talk about here is that each time I bring it out, and I'm only showing you about half of it, but each time I bring it out, I flip it over and put the other side on the anvil. That helps a lot because, see, the anvil's flat and the hammer's not. So the overall result is every time you do that, it flattens it out again. And you do it again and again and again and again and again and again. Because here's the deal, you can hit it really, really hard and wear yourself out. Or you can hit it a lot, not quite as hard. So I let the weight of the hammer do most of it, with a little bit of guidance and direction at the end. Just like this. And that's how you do it, over and over and over. So a thought occurred to me. They say that insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So how is this different? Food for thought. You can maybe see on that the edge. That's the cutoff part of where I took the weld out just to make sure it was good. That was 2 inches long when I did it. It's about 3 now. That way. See the dimensions of it, maybe if I get it right. You can see it's a lot thinner, or starting to get a lot thinner. Still hot every time. See you next time. So I had another guy over the other day to build a railroad spike knife to show him what knife making was all about. And that's essentially you take a railroad spike and you beat it into a knife. Hang on a second here. So I guess I could have prepped this up a little bit better, couldn't I? One railroad spike knife. With a non-gloved hand. One railroad spike. So anyway, it takes about an hour, hour and a half to make one. It took 4 hours with the teaching and stuff, but he decided knife making wasn't for him. I think he's in his mid-40s or so. Then we got to welding some stuff, and that was fun. But anyhow, he asked me why I wear gloves on both hands, not just the one. Wearing a glove on your right hand is good for holding a hammer because you can grip it shorter and it doesn't wear on you as much. Harder, not shorter. The other reason is I'm right-handed. Something gets falls, I'm going to grab it with this hand, not this one. This one's holding tongs. So that's why you wear gloves on both hands, or at least that's why I do. Well, that's the end for today. I got official duties around and about the house. Let's see, it was 12 inches long to start, and we'll lay this in here carefully because that's still what is known as black hot, which means somewhere around 800 degrees. That is a 12-inch ruler, and I would say it's gained about an inch in length, maybe a tad more. It was an inch and a half wide. That's what it is up at this end, where I haven't been beating on it. I just set the weld, that's it. Down here I cut a piece of the weld off, so we'll go from right there, and it's almost 2 inches wide now. Got a good bit to go yet. I'd guess that's down to about 1/4 inch from the 3/8 of an inch, so down 1/8 of an inch. And that's what we spread out to get that extra length and width on it. So there we have it, done for the day. Turned off, slowly glowing. And just for the record, that's been off about 5 minutes now. I know I don't hold my phone very well. Sorry about that. It is 1625 degrees at the hottest. Still. That is enough to beat and treat metal. See you next time.